All right, guys, here we are, another episode of the East Van podcast. Today we are inside or filming outside of Sun Yat-sen Gardens here in Chinatown in East Vancouver. Subject of our podcast today, DJ Pandemonium, a.k.a. Isaac Terpstra, one of the premier promoters / DJs and all-around good guy here in East Van. So let's go inside the garden and check him out. We're here in Sun Yat-sen Gardens. Tell us a bit about yourself and what you're about.
Wow, that's a pretty open-ended question. Okay. DJ, promoter, graphic designer, party organizer, live band, special event putter togetherer. Anyways, I don't know. I moved to Vancouver in '94, and then I think I started DJing in '95, and it's been sort of ongoing ever since. I've had at least one and up to 3 weekly residencies for well over 10 years now.
Excellent. What are your current nights that you do here in town? In East Van, actually.
Well, here in East Van at the Lotus,
it's still East Van.
Yeah, the Abbott and Hastings, that's kind of right in the heart of the downtown east side. But anyways, the Lotus on Fridays is Sanctuary. That night's 10 years old as of this summer that just passed, so that's definitely sort of the flagship night.
Is that one of the longest running nights in the city?
It's the single longest running alternative themed kind of night, but it's the second longest running night overall as far as I know.
What else do you do?
I also do, my other night is not a weekly event, it's more of a special event, and it's twice a month on the 2nd and 4th Saturdays at Club 23 West, and that's a fetish night called Sin City. And as much as the other one is kind of the longest term flagship alternative night in the city, this one has exploded, and it kind of has almost gotten to the point where it's got like socio-political ramifications.
Why East Van? Why do you prefer East Van over every other neighborhood in the city, over Yaletown, over the West End, over all that? Why East Van?
Well, there's a lot of different reasons. I mean, for myself personally, I'm a city boy like all of us. We all like the things that happen in the city. We like the technology, the clubs, nightlife, the fire engines. But that all being said, by the same token, things that we don't really like are when areas get too posh or it gets too overcrowded, or you get things like all the friggin' hooligans on Friday and Saturday nights on Granville and all that kind of thing, right? And that's what you tend to get when cities they get too urbanized. Granville Street is a perfect example. It used to have kind of an edge to it, and it was kind of cool. But now, since it's upscaling so massively downtown, Granville's becoming another Robson, and it's kind of lost that edge to its character. But the East Side is sort of it's on the outskirts. It's like just on the edge of the train tracks, and it's always got that kind of cool feel to it. Right from just sort of the shops in the neighborhoods, like here in Chinatown, through to all the artist communities, and also right into the clubs as well. And we don't have in in the East Side, these A-list clubs that, they want to put 800 people listening to top 40 music on the weekends. They just don't have that capacity in the first place. So you have kind of more individual owners who just want to have a kind of punk rock club and do what they do. So that's where you find a lot of these alternative subcultures have taken root, is in all these clubs at the East Side. And it's been like that for as long as I've ever lived here.
Awesome. It is totally the wrong side of the tracks, but in such a right way kind of feeling that the East Side has in my eyes.
Absolutely. If you get up onto Robson, it's like going to a preppy high school and hating it.
Yeah, totally. What shows in the past as a promoter have you brought to Vancouver?
Holy crap.
List some of your faves.
I actually started doing club nights to build up attendance for live shows. Actually, a lot of people go the other way around because, many live venues have switched over to being DJ venues just because it's not profitable. And then when your rent goes higher and higher and higher, you just can't make a living doing live shows anymore. Whereas for me, it was kind of the opposite. I'm like, well, there's not enough people coming out to the bands. We're going to have to start club nights and build these scenes up. It's the only way it's got to go, right? So I'd say in 10 years, I've probably done, just as an independent promoter, at least 60 shows. But I mean, everybody from, holy moly, where do I even start? Covenant, Infected Mushroom, Bunkerwacht from Germany.
I love the Germans.
VNV Nation. We've done loads of live shows with local electronic bands like Landscape Body Machine, Let's Find Down, Ursius Exit, St. Vitus Dance from the island. It's hard to remember all of them at this point.
And especially when you're there and you're in the midst of it and you've just brought off this awesome event and there's liquor. Sweet Jägermeister.
There's always liquor.
Anything else you want to bring up? What else is coming up in your future? What are you going to be doing?
I don't know. We've got a massive Sin City New Year's party coming on. That's always a crazy, kinky event.
When is that exactly?
That would be on the 31st of December.
No. All right, guys, that was the East Van podcast. Today we talked to DJ Pandemonium, a.k.a. Isaac Terpstra, one of the greatest DJs here in Vancouver. You can catch him every Friday at the Lotus, which is still technically East Side, so don't get your knickers in a twist. And you can also catch him every other Saturday DJing, hosting Sin City at Club 23 West on West Cordova. So there you have it, guys. East Van forever.